Hey, I'm back. Oh, hi, Cara. In my chair. Oh, she's in my chair again. Okay. It's lies. It says 5 years, but it's not 5 years. I don't know. No. Zero viewers right now. That is okay. Oh, all this arts and crafts. Okay. Oh, I was doing this. I had a sandwich. It was delicious. So, coming back to it now. Just finishing up this bag. Where did it go? There it is.
I don't care what they say. I don't care what they think. If you're leaving, I'm gonna beg you to stay. I don't care if they stop avoid me. I don't care what they do. I don't care about anything else but being with you, being with you.
Hello. Say hello when I see somebody that might be watching. Random, I know. Please. That should be even. Yeah. Ah, this cute thing. Well, maybe it would be okay. Oh, I have creative ADD. I swear. Okay. Hey. So I'm gonna use this thread. Use a lemon head. And again in the center here. Just try to keep it mostly together. Okay, tortoise. Which one's my thin one? I guess we'll do some close-up right now. We'll do some close-up work. Double this up. Snippy snips. There. Hello, fine people. Welcome. Okay. Take this out and readjust. Oh, that's why. Here, I'm gonna fix this a little bit so it doesn't have any sprays. It has to be like this. Ooh, real tight. Okay, I'm going this way. Doing the traditional method. It's really just more secure than using hot glue. I'm gonna try to kind of fill it. Like a whip stitch here. Better. I may have chosen the wrong needle for this. Maybe. Hello, Grace. Welcome back. How you doing? I think I need a smaller needle. Specifically got a kind with a large eye that I could do. This is more for buttons, but this fabric is so thick, I might just have to contend with. I need something fairly slim and small. I have two of these. I think that's the same width right here. I think it's the same size. Yeah. Ideally, I'd like to use this one, but the eye is small, so getting 2 threads in there is a little bit harder. Let's see. Because this is just a bit too thick. It's pretty small, but it's not small enough. Oh, wait. No, I just put that there. See, it always psychs me out. It's like, oh, that looks small enough. No, I was just using that one. This one's definitely small. Can I, though? I might have to snip the end. There. No, I got it. Okay, good. Alright. Maybe that'll be a little easier. I'm just whip stitching this closed so that it stays on the band, but it's also able to slide around. If they wanted to change the position of the bow itself, they can do that. I'm not too worried about how straight it is either, since it's going to sit on the head underneath everything, so on the underside. Come on. my goodness, I got another commission request. Did I tell you? I'm getting them left and right, and it's wonderful. Actually, somebody who was watching this channel contacted me through Etsy, and I haven't had a chance to respond, so if you're watching, I'm so sorry. I've just, usually on the weekends, I'm busy with something that's completely different from Lolita's sewing and all that stuff, but I did get the message, and I would be happy to work with you. I do have a little bit of a wait time right now because, like I said, I've been getting quite a few commissions lately, so I'm a busy bee, and just my blocked time is usually in 20 days, so I have this commission to finish, which should be done soon. I have another one due mid-November. I have one more that I'm not sure I'll be able to take. So it all just depends on how quickly I get things done in the first place, but usually my allotted time is 20 days at a time per commission. And I try to get it done faster than that. Okay, I'm going to just French knot this and then bury that knot in that seam right there. This is going to go now in here, hiding inside, if I can get my needle in there. There we go. Okay, I'll just come out. Okay. Alright then. Do I need to? Okay, no. Alright. Now that knot is hidden, all I have to do is snip this off. Pulling it very taut. Now it disappears inside there. Good. Well, that's done. Cute little head bow. Look at this thing. And it should be swivelly. Oh, it also reminds me I need to do these. Might need to snip some of this off just to make it a little bit more workable. I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'll do this. Just do a whip stitch on there. And on this side too, I'm going to keep it taut. Okay, get that needle back. I'm going to try to use up the rest of this thread, but I don't know if I have enough. Can you hear me okay? I hope. Oh, Cara, I need my chair, honey. Excuse me. Is the sound coming through, everyone? I hope so. Oh. This is going to be a challenge. I forgot how I've done this before in the past, but I think I really just hand sew the end closed. Just coming in from the side. Whew. Probably should have done this before putting on the bow, but yeah, it'll work out. Oh, good. Thank you for confirming that, Grace. I appreciate it. Can never tell sometimes with Streamlabs, so decides to do funny things. I wonder if a curved needle would be better, but I don't think I have one small enough for this kind of work. We're supposed to go to the gym today after my boyfriend gets home from work. That's the plan. We're trying to start a new thing. I'll have you know I hate exercise. I mean, I understand its importance, but the only exercise that I'm actually okay with is things that make me think of other things than I'm exercising. So if it's fun, like dancing, or in my case, I enjoyed racquetball a lot because I was more on the game instead of thinking about, yes, I am exercising. This is me exercising. Instead of counting points and stuff. I just can't do it. I can't torture my body on purpose. But we're gonna try it. They just renovated a new little gym in our apartment complex. Oh, it's just a... Okay. I'm gonna try adulting and doing the exercising thing. I might just sit there and listen to like a podcast or something like that. Might be easier. Yikes. Starting to wonder if I just should have hot glued this. This part doesn't seem to matter as much, but I don't know if the hot glue would hold. I just am dubious of hot glue on anything like this. Okay, so that's one side. I'm gonna make sure it's nice and tight on there. I'm glad that slides around. Okay. Cut off the end here, just a little. Let's see if I can hold it about the same height. A little bit more. That's good. Right there, okay. It's very clean seams. I'm very proud of this actually. Looks very nice. Very nice. Look what I did. I made these. Yeah, who likes exercise? I mean, crazy people do. Am I right? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Small enough? What's going on? I have like super small pins. Okay. Alright, I got it in. Going the opposite way. Usually that's how you put in a pin to keep things in there together. Thank you, Horacio. Thank you. I do like making bows. They are very satisfying. I don't know if my mentors at the Santa Fe Opera ever watch these live streams that I do, because I credit them with so much. I learned so much from them, especially the gentleman I worked with. He he was a riot. He made me laugh. He was just a sweet guy. And I credit him for learning how to tie that knot the way that I do now. He patiently took me over the steps on how to do it. He was very kind. His name was Jonathan. He was adorable too. He had this beautiful mop of curly hair and just the funniest, most raucous sense of humor that I was just left dying sometimes when he would say something. He was so great to work with, and I just learned so much from him, and I took a lot of his advice to heart. I still have my tailor's book that he and the other members of the team recommended that I get if I wanted to learn more about men's tailoring, which is, by the way, a completely different animal to dressmaking. I don't know if you know this, but I can make dresses, but ask me to make a men's suit and I'm just gonna stare at you. He really was. He really was so nice. He still is so nice. It's not like he's gone. It's just I haven't seen him since that time that I apprenticed there. But you know, we're Facebook friends, so I get to keep up a little bit with snapshots of what he's doing in life, and he still does the Santa Fe Opera, whereas I've mostly moved on to going to school and focusing on getting my degree and starting my business. And I don't know if I'll ever do that summer stock again, because that was, for one, very difficult. I had to live there, and it was easier when I was still in transition. So I had a place to live for about 2.5 months while I apprenticed. Like they took out a stipend from my paycheck, for instance, so that I could get the apartment that I shared with another apprentice in their housing that I guess the Santa Fe Opera owns. And they house all the apprentices that come from across the country, unless they find other accommodations. But I just decided to, you know, they could take out $100 from my paycheck and I'll have a place to stay without worrying about rent. But with all of that said, it's just, right now I am settled in Albuquerque, and it's a 45-minute drive, probably 50 actually, because the opera is on the north side of the city. So it's not just hitting Santa Fe, it's hitting Santa Fe and then going all the way through it, and then like maybe 10 minutes north of it. So it's quite a drive if I commuted, and I don't know if I'd feel like living up there for 2.5 months now that I'm just settled here with my life and my business and my boyfriend and all the things that I do. It was a great time though, and I sure learned a lot. I tell people, like, every time something comes up that I'm doing, I'll always say something like, I learned this at the opera. When I apprenticed at the opera, blah blah blah. And it's true, I learned so much. It was just such a great learning experience, and I'm so glad that I did it. I will indeed forever be grateful. Okay. Well, that is mostly done. The last thing that I would do is attach this flower, though I think I wanted to try to do like a different flower here, unless I shove this over, somehow manipulate. I don't know. What do you think? Is this like too much of an outlier, or is it just me? I put this on here. About this base. I don't know, is it too much? Like, this is too different? This petal? I can always think about it. I'll think about it, and I'll move on for now. Look at all my snips! All these things that I've got. Okay, did I start? Yeah, I did that with that color. Okay, I'll just match it then. It's okay. It's a nice purple. Alright. We're gonna do the other part of this bag. So that's like mostly done with the head bow, mostly done with the bag, and then all I have to do is close up the skirt here. It's gonna be the last bit that we do. So I'm gonna go back to this scene. Hello. Yeah, I think it would too. It's just that I'm worried about, I think I'm being too nitpicky about that one petal that just looks a little more squished than the others. So it makes me want to make a new flower, basically. And I might just be a perfectionist about it. Oh yeah? Do you think it's dinner time or something? My cat being a cat. Did I get I think I'm pretty okay. Pretty okay. Okay. Yeah, meow. My kitty. Being a kitty. I do baby that one a little bit. I can't help it. He's so cute. The other one, on the other hand, the girl, she's a little bit more fickle. So she wants love, but not too much, but then okay, too much, and then like really rough, but then okay, that's enough. Like, really? What do you want? She likes the hard pets, and she's very demanding of her attention, but she's the more aloof one. Just so weird. She can't make up her mind, basically. Okay. Put this over here. Híjole. Oh, come on. Okay. My male cat is like your female cat. Oh, is that right? He's the fickle one, huh? Because my male cat is the baby. Like, needs to be around me all the time. I had him since he was a kitten. And, I want to say that I'm a very good cat mom, but, you know, cats are different and they have personalities too, so it's like a combination of nature and nurture. But my cats tend to be very affectionate. Even Kara, the girl, is mostly very affectionate. She just has her own personality quirks. So here, there's an almost finished bag. It just needs some finishing touches here and there, but I think this came out very nicely. And it has a pocket inside. It's nice and lined. It's got the reinforced handles instead of just like in the seam for whatever reason. So that's going to be a very nice little tote bag to keep with you that matches the dress. Super sweet, super nice. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and switch my my thread here anyway. Can't believe all these pieces are almost done. I was like, wow, she ordered 3 things. How in the world am I gonna get this done on time? Ah, it's no problem. I was worried for nothing. Oh, I do want to show. Thank you. Thank you, Grace. I have this guy on the dress form right now. God dang it. Okay. Let's see. She is on the dress form. Yes, the bodice is supposed to be right around here. The waistlines on these dresses always tend to be a little bit higher. that's just kind of natural. And you know what I should have done is asked my client if she wanted it to be that high, especially if she's tall. But she is slim on the top, and this is actually wider than what she is. So it has this ease here. This is normal. This is so you can move your arm. I don't think I pressed it open either. But anyway, that is the beginning of the blouse itself. I wonder how well you can see that. Can you see that okay? Oh yeah. That is in frame. It's kind of small, but you get the idea. So this mannequin is actually a little bit wider than my client is right now. Especially because in the back, this is supposed to have a zipper, and this is to my client's measurements, so this is still going to be taken in even further. But that is the top. And then we have the bag. And then we have the head bow, which is mostly done. I like the look of this. So this is basically how it's gonna look, just kind of flat across the head. Actually, I haven't looked at it. I'd like to. Oh, wow. Yeah. Pretty nice. All right. Oh, you missed Friday when I did this whole thing and I showed how to put in lining on something that has no sleeves and a neckline. Is that what you're talking about? That you missed that? Okay, so each of these panels for the skirt need to have their pockets stitched on. Oh. Also, I was changing my thread. Oh my god, I forgot. Okay. Or did I do it like this? Because that seems to make more sense. Okay. There you go. Oh, you missed all of last week. Oh, God. That's right. That's right. Yeah, well, it's in the archives, so if you wanted to rewatch it, it's there. Have a good night at work. Okay, we're doing this a little bit inward, because this is going to get... Well, no, we need to do it at exactly a centimeter. That's going to be here. 1 centimeter. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, it's alright. Can I do it? Yeah, you can go back and rewatch it. Exactly. You said that, and then I said it, but you said it first, so yes. Pockets! Pockets are gonna be so great! It's gonna be great. I'll just do, this is gonna be the front panel, so that's one whole piece. And this over here. I'll fix it if I have to. Okay. So that's one. I'm gonna have to overlock these edges before I get started putting the whole skirt together, just to clean it up. So this is the front. And these are the back panels open in the center. Be able to stay for long. I'm getting tired. It is very late there, and I don't blame you at all, but I always appreciate the company. So if you've got to go to bed, please do, and don't stay on my part. It must almost be midnight there, isn't it? Or 11 at night? Very late. Or do you do 24-hour time? I forget. So it'd be 23. 22, 23. The clock. It's 11:30, yeah. It is late. Well, I've got my work literally cut out for me, but I'm just going to keep working on this. I don't think you're going to miss too much, so you can always watch the rerun. I'm probably not going to be staying on for too much longer. Usually I've been going till my boyfriend gets home around an hour from now, so not too much longer. So you're not going to miss much. This has to be overlocked. So if you have to go to bed, don't worry about it. I will say goodnight. I'm going to put this aside. Oh yeah? Is it dinner time? Is it dinner time? Hello? You gonna say something? You're gonna be quiet for the first time? Just gonna stare at me? This cat. Well, is it dinner time? No? I bet if I start moving, he'll catch up to me and start meowing. Yeah? Is it dinner time? Is it dinner? Yeah. Oh, there it is. Meow. Yeah? Yeah? Can I say it again? There it is. Ridiculous. Yep, dinner time. These cats, they don't even know how good they've got it. Seriously. Okay, I'm gonna overlock this thing. I'm doing it. Because, well, I gotta. And I don't really have a choice right now. Oh, except I am not using this woolly nylon in this powder blue, so I'm going to change this color. You get to learn something new. If I really need to get another mount for this thing. I thought this was going to work for me, but it's not as bendy as I was hoping for, so manipulating this camera isn't as easy, but it does swivel up and down. I'm just hoping I can find something else on an articulated arm that'll do that. Anyway, here's this machine. I know sergers look scary, because, oh my god, look at how many cones there are on this thing. And it's also kind of dirty. Let me fix that. Let me fix this. Okay. Okay. This guy needs to get changed. And there is a super easy way of doing that. I'm going to get some old white thread. Is this white? Yeah, that's white. I'm going to cut it over here. Pull that out. Hope you can see this. Can you see this? I am not really going to worry about threading it through. I'm just going to tie it, because it's already threaded. I'm just going to tie it to the previous thread, like this. And hopefully with a little magic and luck on my side, I can do this. I'm just pulling it out, walking this thing. So that is, this one is the upper looper. I can identify that by, well, first of all, it was the only woolly nylon thread on this thing. So I can find that thread. And I don't know how well you can see this here. See, I'm just gonna pull this through. And it's gonna have a little trouble. Don't pull too hard if it's not coming right away. Ease it in, but it'll come through eventually. Especially when it's going through those tension wheels. Just kind of tug it at its shortest point, and then we got a new thread in there. So now I don't have to worry about rethreading my machine, since it was already threaded technically. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That's done. I just have to plug it in. Aha! Okay. Thank you, Grace. Oh, we are surging. Let's see. We can, I don't know. Do you want to see surging? You can sort of see it on the overhead here. So, I'll push this out a little bit so you can sort of see what I'm doing. Put these pockets on there. All the panels have their pockets on going towards the right side of the fabric. And then we're individually overlocking these edges so that we can press these open once they're put together. And they don't have to be serged closed together. It just makes it neater, I guess. It's gonna be a very, oh, wrong one. I have two petals down here. That was for the other one here. Here we go. Come on. Okay. Let's see, that looks a little bit too loose. Let's make sure this is seated. And this is too tight. Okay, that's starting to look pretty perfect. I might tighten that up a little. So, I think that's okay. That's pretty much flat. Oh, that's right. I have a new knife on here. Forgot about that. You just check the tension of the lower looper, which is the backside loops. And then you have your sewing, the sewn seam right here. That looks a little bit too loose, and I know why I did it. It's because I had to have it that way when I was doing the very fine woolly nylon. So I tighten that a tad. Might want to take it up a little bit more. Yeah, that's going to pull on the back loops as well. So if I tighten that thread that the needle is going through, it's also pulling on the back loops. And I think I want to tighten that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I don't want it too tight. I think that's serged pretty nicely. And I only have either white or black. I might have to do black on the purple. So I'll have to change the thread again. You get to see that. Now I'm not going to serge or overlock the top and bottom of the skirt, not until it's like finished and put together. So right now we're just doing the inside side seams and princess seams. Well, it's a side seam really, and then, yeah, side seams. And then the opening in the back center. Well, these knives are working well, and remember I ordered new knives? Put those in, and they are cutting like a champ. Okay, here's the other one. Very happy to finally be working with this fabric that we got from Spoonflower. I must have gone over it on the stream a million times, but it's so much fun. This really super custom fabric. All right, buddy. Got a little chewed up in there, but that's because the stray snipped fabric was like looping back up on itself. It's okay, it wasn't too bad. I could get it out. People watching right now? I don't know, I am dubious. includes the overlocking. I'm not going to forget to empty out my little trash bin for removing this from my table. I've done that too many times and forget that it's not connected, actually. And the whole thing falls on the floor, and I've got, you know, carpet. It's no bueno. Alright, we're gonna do this. So many tools, so many things. Let's move aside. This is, yes, I chose the pink champagne with the avocado toast to be on the bottom hem. And then what we're gonna do is get this side. Alright, here we go. We're gonna set this up first so that you can see what I'm doing. So then this now is gonna go like this. And this pocket matches up to that. It should be relatively all in the same place. I was pretty careful to notch that exact space. Okay, and then of course, because of when I applied the pocket here, I have the line of where it's attached, so I followed it pretty close to the seam allowance that I need. We're gonna go in and around here, right up here and down. So then you'll have this pocket. This at about 1 centimeter. Let's get this lined up down here. Oh. Oh, it's my mom. Ah. I love my mom. We may not agree on everything, but I love her. She gave me life. I realize in my older age now, like I'm so old. I mean, I'm not young as I used to be, but anyway, I realize now how much of my mother I actually have as part of my personality. And it's kind of weird, kind of interesting. And I'm sure everybody feels that way about their own mother. Okay, here I'm going to do a smaller seam allowance because I'm not sure if this pocket's going to be big enough, so I just want to err on the side of caution. Ooh. Excuse me a moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Grace, you missed your mom. Oh, there's the dress I'm wearing. Oh, hi. Yeah, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Isn't that what they say? So, you know, as we all do, make mistakes. I can't fault necessarily my mother for the ones that I thought she did. And I think this is a point of contention with my boyfriend and I, because I feel like even though we have our disagreements and my memories might be different from hers, I still acknowledge that we are put through situations and trials and errors that we can never foresee. And so they do the best they can with what they've got. And it might not be much, but understanding that it was a difficult position to be in the first place, to raise you and give you things to make sure that you have a good life. Yeah, I can see it. who's to say that when I become a mom that I'll be really any good at it? I'm sure I'll make my mistakes too. I'll feel like a terrible person and they might end up hating me. But in the end, I just hope that they are eventually wise enough to understand and to forgive. My mom taught me how to sew, so that's something. Oh, she passed away in 2012. Oh, thank you. I hope I get to be one. I have doubts that that'll even happen, but it's just because I've never experienced it before and I'm in kind of a tumultuous time in my life where I'm still figuring myself out, so we'll see. But I appreciate that a lot. I hope so. I want to dress them up in all the frilly things. Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good pocket. That's like perfect for your hand. I'm sure your phone will fit in there too. That is a very, very nice pocket. That's a scrumptious pocket. So lovely. Just press that open. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my nose. Not again, nose. Why you do this? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is probably snip this to the corners so that I can open that up. I'll do the other one first. Oh, did I just have deja vu? I feel like I just had deja vu. Like specifically putting together this fabric with the pockets. Not just pinning them or anything, but doing this part. It's so weird how that happens. Your brain is so weird. You know what? I'm gonna open up this window because it is warm. Oh gosh, it's warm in here. Plus, if you have a little girl, you can make her beautiful dresses. Exactly. I am very much hoping for little girls. But if I have little boys, I could still dress them up in like really cute little OG stuff. Or vintage 1950s little boys outfits. I'm into that. I loved it when my mom dressed me. She made all my clothes when I was very, very small. And I remember finding a suitcase full of fabric that I recognized as having been part of my little girl dresses when I was very young. So she was into that sort of thing too. I'm sure she was very happy that she had a little girl. I loved it. And actually, I liked it too when she would do the thing with my sister and I that most siblings don't appreciate, but a lot of, women, mothers do. And that's like twins but not. That kind of thing. My mom loved to do that. So I would have we would have the same dress, but they would be different colors, for instance. And I think my sister didn't really care for it as much. And maybe at the time I expressed that I didn't like it as much, but looking back on it, I really liked that she did that. I thought it was an adorable thing to do. Especially Easter dresses or Christmas dresses, I have so many patterns just stockpiled. So many patterns to make. Oh gosh, come on. What's happening? Okay. Looking good, looking good. I always put my snips in a weird place. Oy. Alright, pockets! We got pockets in here. We got pockets up in here. I'm gonna have to press that open. And before I do, I would like to release this seam here. So what I did is I overlocked the edges separately, and then I sewed it all together minus this part. This was pocket, just one side of the pocket sewn on first, and then it was all sewn together this way. So then, well, it's attached here, so what do? I'm gonna snip it across this way. That way this releases, and I can press that open. I'll do that a little bit more. Yoink, like that. I'll do that right here on the diagonal. And that way, theoretically, I should be able to, yeah, I could serge this part separately, press this open so that this is still serged together, but this is then pressed open. I'll do that on the other side too. It's a nice pointed like corner right in here. And just release that like this and like this. There we go. Press that open. And we'll also press the seams to the pocket itself. It's such a cute print. Oh my god, I can't get over it. Alright, so done with the sewing part for now, and then I'm going to get my iron ready here. Also need to put this woolly nylon away. I don't need it anymore because cat bug is done. So many things. Oh god. Okay. I'll get my ironing pad. And I'll get the iron. Ow. Why do I have so many things in the way? Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. My kanzashi flower things. Still have that guy. This is going to be the zipper. We'll get to that eventually. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. This is gonna get one last ironing. For now, I'm just gonna try to roll it. See, and now this nice pocket is pressed closed. It's so beautiful. Pockets are great. More dresses with pockets, especially Lolita. This does not have pockets because it was before I had the revelation of I should be putting pockets in everything. Well, lesson learned. And now I put pockets in everything, so sometimes it takes us a little while to figure it out. I'm sorry. It's not even that much more of an extra step. Not really, anyway, especially for the satisfaction of your customers, yourself, making a garment that's a little bit above the rest. Just by having pockets in there. I mean, it doesn't take much. So that's going to get flipped over to that side. I'm going to start by butterflying this seam right here. Pocket. Hang on, get this. I have an ironing problem. I just like to do it. Okay. Well, that is the shell skirt. We got a lot done today. And let's see this guy. I kind of just want to put it on. It's so cute. Just so cute. There is beauty in imperfection, isn't there? I really like these flowers. Flowers. I feel like it needs some kind of base instead of just being plastered on. And I did cover it with as even an application of the hot glue as I could, just to keep, and it's clear, so it's not too crazy. Can't decide. I might just make another one. I'll save that. We have our bag here. It needs a snap on it before I can apply anything else. I was going to use one of these. Yeah, you can reach your hand in there. Sew on snaps. Huh. Yeah, because the back sides. See, it would require a pretty big one. Actually, do I have? You can come do my ironing. I don't like ironing. I do it, but I just don't like it. I don't like ironing all the time, but I do enjoy it when I'm seeing something that I'm making come to fruition. Oh, I do have these guys. I think they might be too big. Oh, that's too big. That's my skirt hooks, which I don't have a lot of. I have grommets or eyelets. I do my needles. Bobbins. Small snaps in silver. I thought I had these in. I thought I had them in the other one. Really? Oh, studs? No. Studs. Studs. Oh man. Really? Does that have the big blocker poppers? Weird. Okay. Well, I thought I had snaps in a larger size in gunmetal, but I guess I don't. So I'm going to take one of these. This is going to have to do. Oh, on the inside, duh. Duh. Alright. More hand sewing. Hooray! So much fun! It's okay. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna need that, but for now I can take this off. I'm gonna use this eggplant color and apply the snap. I still still have my small needle on here. Okay. Woo-wee! Come on. There we go. So, boyfriend's gonna be home. And then he's going to convince me that it's a good idea to go to the gym. That's just what's gonna happen. So, you know what? I think I need to rethink my plan here. Hang on. More like right there. Yeah. Because I made it, this is center right here. Okay. That'll work. And that'll have a little leeway. It's going to be sewn on snaps, so it's not going to be, if they need to be moved, that's not going to be difficult to do. So this guy is going to go right here. Don't want it to show more than it has to. So I'm trying not to be crazy about the way that this is applied. So we're gonna go underneath, hopefully. This way. I'm not sure how well anybody can see this. I want just 4 points to be shown in applying this snap. Passed it through under in the diagonal. Just giving it some good. And it's hand sewn, so it's easy to. So I'm passing it under here. Oh, no. That was wrong. So you don't just pass it under. I'm going to go on this side of the previous stitching so that it catches and then goes this way. That way it's going to be completely hidden underneath this snap. And it's only going to be on 4 points over here. You want it to go all the way through, otherwise you're not going to grab the base of the fabric. It's going to be just like the shell fabric. You want it to go all the way through the lining and the shell. And then on this side of the stitching, as best as I can, here we go. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to hide this, I'm going to make a knot, just grabbing the previous stitching, I'm going to French knot it. I'm going to try to pass this through underneath here to the opposite, see if this works. My goal is to hide this. So the knot is now pulled underneath. I'm going to do that one more time by skipping around here. But this time I'm going to try to catch between the shell and the lining. I'm just going to See, I'm not getting that. Okay, so I need to be able to get just the shell. So if you don't see the silver ribbon needle on the other side, you're doing it right. So now I'm only between the shell and the lining. I'm gonna pass it through as far as I can. And we're burying our threads. There. Okay. And now we don't have any threads. We have just the 4 points of our sewn on snap. We're gonna have to put the other side on here, right here. We're gonna hide the stitching that's gonna show up on this side with a bow or a ribbon or something. So, this is gonna be done really soon. I can't wait till this is decorated with something. I don't know. No, I don't want that. This is cute though. Maybe I'll do this one for the bag and then this one for the head bow here. So I think that would be just super cute. You know? Alright, stitching on this last snap. Oh snap! Alrighty. Tiny needle. Tiny needle. Alright, hang on. Do it like a rosebud on the diagonal. Should be easier to fit in to this damn small eye. Come on. You know you want to. You know you want to get in there. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do my little crossy trick here. So let's do that again. Got this here. Got the end here. Just underneath and cross. French knot. Wrap around. Hold on to that wrap. Pull that needle and thread all the way through till the end where you knot it and snap off, or sorry, snip off that tail. Like so. And then you have a nice clean knot. Oh my god, why? I'm dying. No, I'm fine. Okay. Back to sewing on the last of the snap. Okay, so for this guy, I don't want the knot there. And the knot is going to be hidden by a decoration, so I might just go ahead and, let's see. Where's that going to fall? Let's see where this is. Kind of in the middle. Right here. Okay, so that is definitely going to be hidden. It's also marking my position. See if we can do this. Same thing. I'm passing this thread underneath. See if we can get it though. You might not be able to get it quite like that. I can do this. those holes aren't raised. So that's a little harder. But I can do one pass and then underneath here to start it. So that's going to hide those 4 points. Oh, really? Just right underneath. Come on. Oh, it's stubborn. There we go. Made it pretty tight. Damn it. For real? For real, I did this? Okay. Managed to salvage it. There we go. Oh, no problem. Okay. Just pass that underneath. Let's see if we can get just those middle layers. Kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. I think this bag is mostly done. Now I just have to think about the little decoration that's going to hide all this stitching, which I'm guessing is probably going to be this guy. So let me just make sure the snap is working. I wanted to close it with one hand. Yep, that's pretty easy to do. It's got a little pocket in here. It's not too deep. If you wanted to carry your phone in there, you could probably do that. It's got gussets. It's fully lined, so yeah, that looks nice. Okay. This is super secure. There is that is not coming apart. And it's interfaced on the handles too, so. Okay, so with that being said, I want to attach this little kanzashi flower right here. I think that would be a very good ornament. I'll make another one for the head bow itself, but I think that's going to look good. Okay, let's make sure got this going the right way. Enough room. This is nice and centered. Perfect. Oh yeah, that's gonna look really good. Ugh. Cool, I'll just let that sit there and cure. And I think, my friends, I think it is time for me to go. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed everything you saw. So, I am pretty confident tomorrow is going to be the last day for this dress. So that's fun. And then I get to look forward to more spoonflower fabric coming so that I can start on my other clients' commissions. So that's fun. Yes. Alright, I'm going to say goodnight because I am tired, but I still have to exercise because my boyfriend thought it would be a great idea. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time. And be sure to check out my Twitter and Instagram, and it's all down there, blah, blah, blah. If you want to commission me, you can go to Etsy, you can go to my blog, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, goodbye. See you tomorrow.